Greetings citizens of Sri Lanka. We are anonymous. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, you have 13 days. The Rajapaksa clan businessmen who are holding Sri Lanka's economy at ransom by holding billions of dollars of Sri Lanka's foreign reserves in their private offshore bank accounts and shell companies. Dr. Priyath Bonju Wickrema. $2.3 billion in offshore accounts and proxy shell companies. Also holds much of Rajapaksa's money. Director General of the Port City Economic Commission and Secretary to the Ministry of Water Supply and Drainage. He is trying to turn Port City into an exclusive Chinese city that restricts Sri Lankans from entering. He was involved in a multi-million-dollar tax scam while he was the Ports Authority chairman. Dr. Priyath Bonju Wickrema was questioned before over a massive alleged tax scam involving the CSN channel. CSN reportedly bought television equipment worth £140,000 from Arena Television in Redhill, Surrey. The value of the state-of-the-art television equipment is approximately £30 million. When paying customs duty, the equipment had been valued at £3,200. The value of Sri Lanka rupees 660,000, a multi-million rupee tax fraud. The original invoice for the transaction with Arena Television had been made on May 28, 2012. He has also been involved in the recent controversial Keravalapiti LNG Yugada Navy power plant deal to New Fortress Energy based in US. The US company was registered recently and does not have a prior record. Sri Lanka is expected to lose billions of dollars from this deal. He has made billions from government contracts and deals that have been awarded to companies run by his agents and proxies. He is holding over $1.4 billion in cash alone in offshore bank accounts, while the rest has been invested in bonds, shares, debentures, priceless artworks, historic artifacts sold in the black market and other fixed assets. Gamini Vikramsinghe. He has laundered over $7.5 billion of Sri Lanka's foreign reserves to offshore accounts and shell companies between 2006 to 2015. He holds over $2.1 billion of the Rajapaksa money in offshore accounts in Seychelles and other tax havens. He recently purchased over $200 million worth gold and $15 million worth gemstones for the ruling family. He has been a close political stooge for all governments. Gamini Vikramsinghe holds a bogus honorary doctorate and presents himself as an academic even though he doesn't even have a basic bachelor's degree. He was former BOC chairman from 2006 to 2013. During this time he used BOC to launder large amounts of money for several high-profile politicians. For the purpose of laundering billions of dollars out of the country, especially after the war in 2009. Gamini Vikramsinghe opened a BOC branch in Seychelles, which is a tax haven. While he was chairman of Security and Exchange Commission, SEC, he was involved in large-scale stock market manipulation. He currently operates several Undial services to help him launder money. His IT company Informatics Limited was awarded ATM tenders from all government banks including BOC and People's Bank without proper tender procedures. He was also awarded IT software contracts for RMV, BOC and Immigration Department and many other government institutions in which his company earned hundreds of millions of dollars. These software solutions were proven to be a waste of public funds and were of no use as it had many errors and failures in its system. His companies have avoided paying taxes amounting 23 billion rupees. He has now convinced the President and many cabinet ministers to sell Moratuwa University to University of Westminster in UK. The deal is expected to be finalised in end of June. He owns a private campus Informatics Institute of Technology. Goto worked in his company for 7 years before he migrated to the US. Some of the scams Gamini Vikramsinghe was involved in: BOC money laundering through Seychelles, purchasing assets and stocks overseas as a proxy for Goto, tax evasion, laundering millions of dollars for politicians, violating tender procedures and earning billions. McDeal. Aiding and abetting bond scam, encroaching into government land, deforestation in Dihyatakandya. Sajad Mozowan, director of Pyramid Wilmar, $2.1 billion of Sri Lanka's foreign reserves have been swindled by Sajad. He has bought properties in London, Stockholm, Australia, Spain, Paris, New York, California and South America for several high-profile politicians by using shell companies. Sajad Morjud was involved in the sugar import scam in which the Sri Lankan government and the people of the country lost rupees 15.9 billion. He has been involved in large-scale stock market manipulations and have laundered billions of dollars using Undial systems, resulting in Sri Lanka facing a dollar shortage. Naushad Perera swindled Sri Lanka for over 100 billion rupees in the sugar and garlic scam. Naushad Perera was former CEO of Dialogue TV. He was appointed chairman of CWE and Lake Sathosa. He has been involved in manipulating commodity prices and have created an artificial high rate for basic essential items. He has been involved in not releasing food and essential items, leading to food shortages in the country. He was later forced to resign as chairman of Lake Sathosa supermarket chains and the CWE. Naushad Perera was eventually appointed as chairman of the Sri Lanka Standards Institution, SLSI. He is a close associate of Basil Rajapaksa and Yoshitha Rajapaksa. He has been involved in channeling millions of dollars to offshore accounts, leading to a dollar shortage in the country. The Sathosa plan was to condemn 2 container loads of 56,000 kilos of garlic bought at less than rupees 120 per kilo from the harbour, sell the consignment to a regular supplier at rupees 135 a kilo and buy back the same lot at rupees 445 a kilo. Many as 800 containers had been held up due to Sri Lanka's inability to pay for imported goods. It would be a great blunder on the government's part to confiscate such containers and make goods available through Sathosa outlets. Chamal Rajapaksa, holding the trade portfolio Nima Lanza aka Gudilanza, has earned over $750,000 million in heroin smuggling. He laundered billions of rupees and is a key Rajapaksa financier. He is a current member of parliament and he owns a majority of liquor shops and outlets across the entire western province. Nirupama Rajapaksa and Tiru Nadizan, the couple is related to Mr. and have earned billions. They have robbed billions through government deals. Their names appeared in Pandora Papers. Varun Yamunagama has earned millions through unlawful government tenders. Her husband is appointed as SLT chairman. She is also a business partner of Dharana and Dilith. We will not stop until everyone knows the whole truth about Rajapaksa clan. The system has failed you, Sri Lanka. Join the revolution. The Rajapaksa clan has 13 days to leave. And remember, we are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.